Hey, Fitzy here, back at it again. Look what I found. We're going out in central Newfoundland and looking around at a bunch of old cars in the woods, see if we can find something. We found some gear. Come along for the ride. Well, I got something a little bit different here for you now. Different than the welding and stuff. Stick around, yeah, you're going to enjoy it. If you see that I use a lot of recycled metal, and I have a couple of projects on the go. One being my patches project. It's a vehicle that I built, that I'm building from the woods of Newfoundland. All the parts and pieces of the body I've found throughout Newfoundland, different locations. Friends have helped me find parts and whatnot. And this has always been a dream of mine since I'm about 13 years old, when I found my first bit of scrap iron steel in the woods, that I've said, Jesus, I'd love to be able to build a vehicle from the woods of Newfoundland. So for over 30 years now, I've been traveling throughout Newfoundland, locating sites and getting leads to where old iron is to, and going out and hunting it down. It's a great treasure hunt to find the stuff. Sometimes you just trip over it, just going down a trail, and you look through the woods and you see something shining, or you see a color, or red, green, or something like that, and it sparkles in the woods. Come along with us today. We left our home in CVS and traveled 300 plus kilometers to a place out in central Newfoundland, west of us, called Glenwood. We went out and spent a few nights at a good friend of ours, Kevin and Diane's cabin in Glenwood, and we're going to spend the weekend trail riding and looking around, see what we can find in the woods. So this is just a little taste of it. We've spent hours riding. At one point on our trail, on our run, we actually spent close to 6 hours trail riding, finding some interesting stuff, having a little boil up along the way, a little cook up in the woods. So come along and have a look and enjoy, and you'll get to see what I've been enjoying for close on 35 years. Our first adventure is going to take us across the pole line. This pole line stretches a good portion of the island, and would take you from community to community. We left Glenwood in the morning, traveled over 100 kilometers to a place called Terra Nova, where I was given some leads into a location where there was a number of old cars left abandoned in the woods. So let's have a look now and see what we can find. hope you enjoyed that. That was our first little adventure. It was pretty cool. I really enjoyed finding them. Trucks were amazing. That green looks to be a 56 Mercury. Correct me if I'm wrong. But that was a beautiful looking car today. Anyway, we're going to head back now to the cabin for the night and relax and have another adventure now tomorrow. We're going to head back on the rail bed, which is, we don't have any trains or anything here on the island that were taken out in the 80s. And we have this groomed trail now that goes from one end of the island to the other, which is great for side-by-sides. Lots of cool bridges, lots of wonderful scenery. So we're going to head back to the cabin now, and we'll get started again now tomorrow. Next morning we got up and we went to a location close to Kevin and Diane's cabin. Kevin knew about this spot and took us down to show us, and he found some stuff he never knew was there himself. So like one thing we found is when you go back to these places, there's always something new to find. So enjoy. These headlight pots are good on that. 3 of them there anyway. Headlight pots are mint. Yeah. Nine-foot box. Some nice work done, look. Repairs. beat the spring shackles right out of it. Look at the plate. This is in that van. First side's still original. Floors are good in the van though. Oh, I'll be damned. Look at this. It's a panel hard to find. Very hard to find. That front floor pan now. Esso. Old oil cans. Interesting. There we go. There's a good one there. Taking this one with us. As a full can of oil, not open. Yep. Yeah. Nice trio too. Power steering, power brakes, 2-barrel. Maybe we should try to get this one going. Look at her. Oh, she got tack in her and everything. I know this can't go. Yours today for $19.95. Look at her, look, she's beautiful. Mint. Mint. It's not a British car. Another one down there too. Look at this. That's nice. Vauxhall. Indicators on our boys. Good shape as it look.
Some better shape than one Melba, eh?
One of the coolest places that I went to up in Glenwood, Kevin took me there last year and I had to go back again this year and do a video of it. It's a place called Igloo City. It's a location that is full of old school buses that are converted to summer homes. So come along for the ride and you'll be quite impressed with what they have done with these buses. Hey, back home again now. I got my little score from the weekend. My can of SO Lube, full quart of oil, old vintage can. That's a cool piece. Had a good time. Me and Wendy enjoyed it. It was a wonderful countryside. I want to send a shout out to Kevin and Diane for hosting us and letting us stay in their cabin for 3 or 4 days with them. It was a good time. We had a blast. Shout out to Jason for pointing out that spot in Terra Nova. That was a pretty cool spot. I love them buses. Igloo City is an impressive place to go visit. To look around and see all them buses converted into summer homes, it was pretty impressive. I'd say there has to be 50 or 60 there for sure. But anyway, that's it for now, and until next time.